Guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're having a blessed day. Yeah, what have I done today? Just gone to the local shops, got a few bits and bobs. Applied for a job and like an apprenticeship as well. A little bit ago. Yeah, that's all I've done really, guys, today. Just taking it easy. Didn't wake up till about 11:30, 11:45. A bit of a lie-in. So yeah, fed the cats not the cats, the cat. Fed the cat as well. So yeah, that's all I've done really, guys. That's all I've done. Yeah, it's been pretty much it. I want to do a word for you guys. I feel tired still, actually. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment. I feel a bit tired all the time. I should be alright though. Yeah, I want to do a quick word for you guys. It's Leviticus chapter 25, part 2. So let's just go straight into it. It says, the land must not be sold permanently, because the land is mine, and you reside in my land as foreigners and strangers. Throughout the land that you hold as a possession, you must provide for the redemption of the land. If one of your fellow Israelites becomes poor and sells some of their property, their nearest relative is to come and redeem what they have sold. If, however, there is no one to redeem it for them, but later on they prosper and acquire sufficient means to redeem it themselves, they are to determine the value for the years since they sold it and refund the balance to the one to whom they sold it. They can then go back to their own property. But if they do not acquire the means to repay, what was sold will remain in the possession of the buyer until the year of Jubilee. It will be returned in the Jubilee, and they can then go back to their property. Anyone who sells a house in a walled city retains the right of redemption a full year after its sale. During that time, the seller may redeem it. If it is not redeemed before a full year has passed, the house in the walled city shall belong permanently to the buyer and the buyer's descendants. It is not to be returned to the Jubilee. But houses in villages without walls round them are to be considered as belonging to the open country. They can be redeemed, and they are to be returned in the Jubilee. The Levites always have the right to redeem their houses in the Levitical towns which they possess. So the property of the Levites is redeemable. That is, a house sold in any town they hold, and it is to be returned in the Jubilee, because the houses in the towns of the Levites are their property among the Israelites. But the pasture of land belonging to their towns must not be sold. It is their permanent possession. If any of your fellow Israelites become poor and unable to support themselves among you, help them as you would a foreigner and stranger, so that they can continue to live among you. Do not take any interest or any profit from them, but fear your God, so that they may continue to live among you. You must not lend them money at interest or sell them food at a profit. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt to give you the land of Canaan and to be your God. If any of you fellow Israelites become poor and sell themselves to you, if any of your fellow Israelites become poor and sell themselves to you, do not make them work as slaves. They are to be treated as hired workers or temporary residents among you. They are to work for you until the year of Jubilee. Then they and their children are to be released, and they will go back to their own clans and to the property of their ancestors, because the Israelites are my servants whom I brought out of Egypt. They must not be sold as slaves. Do not rule over them ruthlessly, or fear your God, but fear your God. Your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of the temporary residents living among you and members of their clans born in your country, and they will become your property. You can bequeath them to your children as inherited property, and can make them slaves for life, but you must not rule over your fellow Israelites ruthlessly. If a foreigner residing among you becomes rich and any of your fellow Israelites becomes poor and sell themselves to the foreigner or to the member of the foreigner's clan, they retain the right of redemption. After they have sold themselves, one of their relatives may redeem them. An uncle or a cousin or any blood relative in their clan may redeem them, or if they prosper, they may redeem themselves. They and their buyer are to count the time from the year they sold themselves up to the year of Jubilee. The price for their release is to be based on the rate paid to a hired worker for that number of years. If many years remain, they must pay for their redemption a larger share of the price paid for them. If only a few years remain until the year of Jubilee, they are to compute that and pay for their redemption accordingly. They are to be treated as workers hired from year to year. You must see to it that those to whom they owe service do not rule over them ruthlessly, even if someone is not redeemed. Even if someone is not redeemed in any of these ways, they and their children are to be released in the year of Jubilee. For the Israelites belong to me as servants. They are my servants whom I brought out of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. That's it, guys. That's the scripture. It's Leviticus chapter 25, part 2, the year of Jubilee. So Leviticus chapter 25, part 2, the year of Jubilee. So that's it, guys. That's the scripture. Hope you can take something from it. Hope it blessed you in some way. Yeah, I'm working through the Old Testament again now. I'm going to focus on the Old Testament a bit more than what I have in the past. It's a hard read though, so bear with me, do you know what I mean? It's a much harder read than the New Testament, but I'm going to work through it. I'm determined to, so yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. Hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and the weather's not too bad. It's not too bad, but it's I prefer it cooler myself personally, and it's kind of like the sun's out, but it's not too strong, so I like it how it is at the moment. It's not too bad. But yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. I'm just going to take it easy today. Just going to rest up. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else. I'm I might do an MMA video, or I might watch Avatar Way of Water. Second half, I might do that maybe. Probably should do that because it's been dragging on a bit again. I told you guys I'm not the best with films, but yeah, I've got to force myself to do it a bit more often, I think. But yeah, guys, that's all I want to say anyway. So thanks for watching as always. I appreciate you all, love you all, keeping you all in my prayers, wishing you the best. I'll be back with some more videos soon. So that's it. So take care, guys. God bless. Much love. I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Love you all.